So the next thing, the NES Classic Edition. It's out
Mhm.
now. I'm really going to try for us not to reiterate what everyone says, give our own take on it. Let's get the obvious out of the way. Yes, we're completely aware of the scumbags who have bought it and are now selling it at triple the price. We're aware of a lot of its shortcomings, like the cord and this and that, but I just kind of, now that it's out, I want to just kind of pose a question. One, Jim, do you think this is something you would ever actually get? Putting price aside, like if you could find it for its original $50 price or whatever it was, would you ever get it? And why would you get it? So, let you.
Um, yeah. Well, the original price is 60, and would I ever get it? Probably not, because I'm too much of like an actual cartridge and game collector that I almost have all the games included on it anyway. And if I wanted to get HD output from an NES, I would probably either pick up a Retron on my own or get the AVS system from Retro USB. So I would probably, I'm kind of the collector that would go way above that. I mean, it would be cool to have a little plug and play NES in another room of the house, but then again, in that case, I don't know if I'd ever use it. So for me,
Yeah.
probably not.
So, would you be more willing to go to an EverDrive cart than that?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm definitely on the same boat as Jim. I unfortunately purged my NES collection a long, long time ago. So I only have a small collection of actual cartridges. But if you watch our site, you know, yes, we do emulate. And I put myself in the category of player first, collector second. Jim's definitely the collector between the two of us. But for me, it's just really about the playing. So it's not so much, I don't need the physical cartridge or this or that. And that system, while it might be interesting and not a bad idea, I just kind of feel like it's useless because those are all games I've played in one way or another, probably beat at least most of them. So I don't really think I need it. And I'm not as hardcore of a Nintendo fanboy to say, just be able to say, like, oh, I have a mini. You know, my friends that I do play video games with, if we really want to play Nintendo, we would use an actual Nintendo. Like, I'm not going to introduce people to Nintendo with that system. So, but yeah, that's kind of my 2 cents. I would never have gotten it. If somebody gifted it to me, that'd probably be the only way I'd ever get that thing.
Oh yeah, it's definitely got like an audience out there, judging by the
Oh,
demand and how it's like one of the hottest things this Christmas. But yeah, for gamers like you and I'd probably say for a lot of YouTubers outside of just being able to make a video about it, we probably none of us really need it.
yeah. I mean, hey, yeah, of course, it's a Nintendo product. I may give Nintendo a lot of shit, but fuckers know how to sell some product. They've never been accused of not being able to make money. I'll say that. So, yeah.
Unless it's the Wii U.
Oh, yeah. Jim, wonder what's next. Or, shit, never mind. Switch. Fuck you, Jim.
Do you mean shall we switch topics?
Yep.
Idiot. God damn it.
Jim. All right. So, anything else on that before we move on, Chambers?
Nah, I don't really think at this point, about a week or two out from its release, there's really much to say at this point. I will say the fact, did you see that thing where apparently Walmarts are selling them online, or at least some specific ones for like $500?
No. And that
Like
doesn't
even
even
Walmart.
sound real.
It was like a Review Tech USA video on it, and I think it might have been a
Oh, then I
one-off
don't
kind of
trust that.
place. I'm just saying if that's true, then that's pretty fucking scummy too. I get supply and demand, but and really the
Yeah,
people who are actually paying these prices for it, go fuck yourself.
yeah. I mean,
You know
that's
it'll
just
come out in another release.
it's the same as when people, for whatever reason, I had a friend who did it, but who bought like Xboxes when they first came out and would buy multiples and sell them higher. Like that shit's
Oh,
gonna
I know
be
this
available
guy.
eventually. Yeah. So it's kind of like, what is the purpose? And to Jim's point, paying any more than $60 for it, like, dude, you could, especially if you're talking like Jim said, if something is going for 500, you could get the actual NES and probably all those games for what, like 150, 200, depending on the condition of the cartridges.
Yeah, depending. But no, if you're gonna buy it off a scalper, you might as well just buy an actual. You can buy the AVS, which is $185, and all the games and still probably pay less than what these resellers are charging. So,
Yeah.
and then you have a whole console.
Yeah. And like I said, I mean, the only other obvious thing I'll say that was a big miss, and every major YouTuber who's talked about has said, it was clearly, unless they do something different, the fact that they don't allow for any type of expansion, it's just part of a money grab. That's all it is.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can call it that they didn't need to do it. Of course they don't need to do it. But that to me is just should have been easy fan service for something that was, kind of gimmicky to begin with. But that's my own personal gripe with it.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, it's a plug-and-play system all the way, and
Yeah.
it just leaves them open to be able to sell out Edition 2s or Edition 3s, gouging people more. Nintendo's already good about making people repay for games they've already bought again and again, so.
Of course.